This is Chef Rachel with the Chef's Log, and this is our first video. It's the beginning of our journey together.
So we're going to start just with an introduction. I'm a chef. I've been the executive chef for many fine establishments here in the San Francisco Bay Area. The Monk's Kettle, Park Tavern, Plank in Oakland, Drake's The Barn in Sacramento. I'm also a Chopped champion, so I won an episode, Hot Doggin' is the episode, of the Food Network's Chopped.
Who just recently was hired by Norwegian Cruise Lines to run one of the restaurants on the Pride of America, which is an American flagged ship that goes all around Hawaii.
I'll be on there for 6 months and sort of wanted to talk about sort of the differences, my experience as someone who is older. Most of the people who choose this career path are young and don't have families. I do have a family, a beautiful family. But they're grown now, so I'm ready to kind of do something fun for myself, go on an adventure, travel, and meet lots of people from all over the world. So I'm super excited to get started on that part of my journey. When I was looking at all these amazing bloggers that are out there who touch on this subject, most of them were not in my age group, or they were cruisers and not employees. So I really wanted to kind of tell a story from somebody, from the perspective of somebody who is not a 20-something.
A big reason why I made this career change was COVID. I've been working 65 to 75 hour weeks during the pandemic as more and more people have dropped out of my industry for very, understandable reasons. So I too have hit a place of burnout. I know I'll be working, 60, 70 hours a week on the ship as well, but at the end of 4 months, I'll get a couple months off to rest and recharge, which has not been happening out here on the mainland. I'm getting older. I'd like this opportunity to travel to different places and enjoy different areas of the world while I'm still, kind of young enough to get out there and enjoy it. I am a minimalist. I have been for a long time. Living in a small space is exciting for me. It's not a detriment. I really like people. I like the idea of a communal, sort of dorm-like living space with other people. I really like people. I'm excited to be on a ship where I'm a chef, cooking food for people who are on their dream vacations, and just really excited to be there. And I'm excited to be a part of their experience and make their experiences really amazing. So for all of these reasons, I am making this major life change, and I'm super excited to get started. I can't wait. Come on, MMC, get there.
What follows is a list of things that I have had to acquire so far. So if you want to take a closer look at that, you can pause the video next.
So as you can see, it's quite a process. Don't quit your day job until you have actually been given a flight date, because there can and will be many delays, especially right now with many of the government offices being slowed down by COVID. So the first thing that I had to do was the health screenings. Then after that, they will assign you to your STCW training. You need your STCW certificates to get your Merchant Mariner credentials. So You can't even apply for it until after you've done this training. So I did my training at Piney Point in Maryland at the Paul Hall Seafarers International Union training hall. It was a really wonderful experience. So the Paul Hall Center where I was trained is run by SIU, which is the Seafarers International Union. Here I am at the Paul Hall Center. Here is my room here at Piney Point. And hello, mirror, closets, and they pretty much pay for your training. You don't have to pay for it. They may charge NCL something, I'm not sure. But if you do decide to become a merchant mariner, you really just have to pay for a $300 health screening, and they will pay for the rest of your training. It's a very lucrative career if you are interested at all in this type of training. You just need to get a hold of your local union, and they're all over. I mean, we have one in Oakland here. Very worthwhile organization, a very strong union. My experiences with them and also at Piney Point were really, really pretty wonderful. So yeah, don't hesitate to look into that if it's something that you're interested in. During this training, we had several different aspects there were 6 credentials in all. But 2 in particular were pretty labor intensive. One was the firefighters training. Which was, it was really tough, especially at my age, but I had a fabulous partner, and we went through it with flying colors. The second part that was very physically strenuous was the water safety and personal safety class, where you have to swim, you have to put on all this gear and swim, you have to crawl up into this lifeboat. That also was very exhausting, but a lot of fun, and we all passed. There was nobody in the class that didn't pass this particular thing. Once you get home from Piney Point, you basically are just in waiting mode to get your merchant mariner credential. Make sure that you're following up frequently with your person of contact and checking at the website to see where your credential is in progress, because there were several times where I had to give a call or check in with somebody or follow up with somebody because something had kind of fallen through the cracks. That also is a byproduct of COVID. So it's just something that we have to deal with. We all need to be patient with it. I had really amazing experiences. Everybody was trying really hard to do their job. So just keep at it. But so yeah, like and subscribe if you'd like to be on this journey with me. I'm super excited to share it with you. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Thank you. I will do a video shortly of all of the things that I've tried to put together to take with me. I'm hoping that when I get on the ship, I can, in a couple months, let you know what I needed and what I didn't.